Hello and welcome to Big Game Freaks, a show about video games. I'm Sean McGuire.
And I'm Juan Marino.
And this is episode 1, where we will describe what kind of gamers we are and what games we love. To first start off, we'll go to Juan. What kind of gamer are you?
Well, I'm in the middle of being a hardcore gamer and being a casual gamer because, hardcore gamers are more into competition and,
Yes.
and multiplayer and all this stuff. And while I enjoy multiplayer, I'm more into it because of the fun factor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really into being the number one or being the king of the leaderboard. But I'm more
You're thinking hardcore as in the Halo groups.
Definitely.
And Team Fortress groups, yeah.
Yeah, and hardcore is more like wanting to be the best on the games and...
Well, that is considered the forefront.
Yeah, but I'm in the middle because I like games from consider hardcore or some casual, but I'm more into the fun factor. If I see that a game is fun, I want to play it.
That's any gamer's wish.
Yeah, but more players are like a lot of gamers, not most. A lot of gamers are more into gaming because they just want to kick butt, and not just have fun with the games. And for example, there are some Nintendo games that are overlooked because they look childish or cartoonish.
Yeah, that was what was back then. Now we look at these old childish games as reminiscence, like Pokemon. When Pokemon was released, we all loved it. Then later on, people said it's childish. Now we're at this point where we're saying, Pokemon's great! And we're acting on nostalgia, you could say.
Especially the first ones. Especially the first Pokemon games.
Who could forget Red and Blue?
Definitely.
My favorite was Gold and Silver because that was simply a pure upgrade.
Well, it was totally an upgrade.
Did you play them?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Which one did you own?
I had the silver one.
I had Silver as well.
Yeah, and then I bought the crystal.
I did not get the chance to get a Silver version. Oh, a Crystal version.
It had the Pokemons from both games, practically.
Well, so did Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
I know that they were trying to introduce a Suicune story.
What's that?
Suicune is one of the Pokemon. That's the Pokemon on the cover.
Yeah,
What are they doing with that?
They got it in there for the new gamers, for the new consumers. And then they let you have all the two legendary Pokemons from the other previous games.
Yes.
So it was like buying the third one is better than having bought the first two ones.
Well, in Gold and Silver, you can get both Pokemon. It's just with Gold version, Lugia would be level 40. Oh, sorry. Ho-Ho level 40, Lugia level 70. And in the Silver version, both way rounds.
There was a big gap on levels. Yeah, I remember now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this brings back memories.
Hey, guys. I'm sorry I'm intervening on your show here.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Don't you guys love surprises? I just randomly came in here and enjoyed this little segment you were talking about and said, you know what, I want to be a part of this.
You really want to be a part of this?
Yeah.
Let's do it, alright. Well, I guess before we go on into Dan, I'll talk about what kind of gamer I am, and then we'll have Dan do it as well.
Okay.
I fell in love with games since I was 3 years old, and since then, I've always been passionate about games. I would consider myself very much a hardcore gamer. If you were to approach me at any time, I can tell you game history from 1968 to 2010. Just say a random game, random company, and I'll start talking about the games I love. Back then, I was just focused on it. I even talked to my principal about it. I know he didn't care now, but I'm glad that he listened. I like to lean towards RPG and platform games. The game that I'm working on now, well, actually, I got a few Atari games. I got Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, Sword Quest, Earthworld, Fireworld, and Surround. What games have you gotten?
The games I'm
working on and gotten, yeah.
The games I'm working on right now, it's Mega Man for the NES.
The first one, right?
Yeah, the first one.
1986.
Yes, and it's pretty hard actually. I pretty much try to use the emulators because, well, buying it on
admittingly, yes.
Yeah.
These games are rarities now.
Yeah, definitely. The games are pretty hard. I mean, I use the feature of the save states where you can
save states.
You know what I feel like, guys, is that the older games are actually the better games than the ones they make today. Although the graphics are unbelievable today, the games that you're talking about, like the soundtrack that I'm listening to, I remember when I was young, I used to love this game.
I love Donkey Kong Country. I even saw a video of Donkey Kong Country in the making, and this is what inspired me back then to want to be a beta tester.
Yeah.
But at this point now, I want to be a game developer in my future.
I think you definitely have a clear shot for it. Go ahead.
Okay, now talk about what kind of gamer are you and what kind of games you're working on.
All right. Well, my name is Dan. I'm not part of the show, but I just came in.
The person that helped us out with the show.
Yes, I have a show here on WRC called DJ DP The Beat. We are live 10 a.m. till 12. What type of gamer am I?
Yes.
Essentially, I like sports a lot, as you know. I mean, I used to be a big PlayStation gamer. And then I fell in love with the Dreamcast, which remember we bought it.
We bought it together
Yes.
for $30.
I know, 4 of them. 2 working, but you know, it was a good experience. I used to love the Sega, and when it died, I think back in 04, I was like,
Died in 04, I believe 2003.
Yeah, I meant my personal game console.
I think 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
I mean, his console died, actually, literally.
Literally died.
Oh, your console. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the end for the Dreamcast.
Oh, no, my personal console.
Oh, of course.
And then, I went around with PS2, and then I was really having a debate whether I should get the Xbox 360 Slim or the PS3. Mm-hmm. And you know what, to me, I just think Xbox develops better games. I know
More than...
I honestly think Xbox has a better console than PS3.
What about the Wii?
I had the Wii. I actually traded in for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I know you guys like Nintendo. I'm sorry, but you know what I'm all for? I'm all for graphics. So I wanted the 360 really bad. The Slim was really nice console, and I consider myself a 360 gamer for sure. And I'm always playing Madden. You always see me in my dorm room. I'm always playing Madden.
Yeah, I know.
GTA. Am I a big gamer? I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I'm not. I don't play video games that often, but
I'm glad you're honest about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I play video games. I think once a day, a couple of hours. Just sit down and relax about it. Hey, video games can be really good. I mean, look at the Wii. I think the Wii is great because simply you don't just sit there and you're just pressing a controller.
Shigeru Miyamoto, the maker of Mario and Link, wants to create the physical aspect in video games. That's what he's doing in his game Skyward Sword. I looked at it in one of his interviews. He said that he wants innovation and physical work in video games.
Well,
that's his main project.
Can I ask you a question? I mean,
yes.
What about health issues? I mean, obviously that's great. We have the Wii Fit at home. What we did,
yeah,
and that's obviously
didn't
great.
Sell well.
What happened?
The Wii Fit didn't sell well.
No, but I'm just saying, like the exercise and the stuff. I'm all about health. I love health, and I think the Wii is a great program. If people don't want to just shed sweat at the gym, they should definitely get the Wii if from a health aspect.
Sure.
And it totally gets a new audience because a lot of gamers are just want to sit there and play, but the Wii also gets the so-called casuals who want to enjoy the game, but don't want to get too complex about it.
Is it still the leading seller game console right now in the
The
market?
Wii? Yes, I believe over 60 million in total.
I think PS3 is down in last place. Am I right?
Not really. The PS3 has.
Well, it started out not so good.
Stepped up since
2007.
Since they dropped the price, they pretty much stepped up in sales.
Yeah, $600 for a video game. That's,
Definitely.
A console. That's ridiculous.
I have a PS3 myself.
Ridge Racer!
I
hated that video.
I have a PS3 myself, but I only bought it after the price cut and the new model, the new PS3 Slim, because $600 for a console is too much.
People killed people to get a PS3?
Wow.
I've heard of that too.
What idiots?
I'm disgusted.
Did that really
I hope
happen?
Is it worth it to kill over a console?
Never.
No. I mean, come on. If you want a console, go to eBay and buy something in there.
Yeah, exactly. They were up in the thousands. PS3. Everyone thought it was this big game hit, and look at the Wii. Has much less graphics. It's like a 2002 type of graphics, and
It's like a GameCube with new controls.
A GameCube with slightly better graphics, sure.
Exactly, and you know what? It did very well for itself, and
It's a terrific game console.
yeah.
Definitely, it was innovative. I mean,
I think the best one though I ever owned was Super Nintendo,
I love the Super
my
Nintendo.
favorite, my personal favorite.
and people are still playing it like crazy. So
Yeah, I still play some SNES games. Well, me with a ton, but the last game I played for SNES was Last week, I was playing Street Fighter 2, followed by Congo's Caper.
Oh, okay. Nice.
By Trade West, Congo's Caper. And of course, Street Fighter 2.
Capcom.
You both can say it.
Yeah.
Capcom.
So what's on the topic with you guys today? What's the plans here?
Well, let's talk
First
about
off.
what games we're currently working on and our current ventures with gaming. Juan, you go first.
Well, as I told you, I was playing Mega Man, and also, and the last game I was playing was Bioshock 2 on the PS3.
I need to get Bioshock.
Yeah, play Bioshock is actually a pretty good game. Before Bioshock,
yeah.
I wasn't too much into shooters at all. I mean, I was like the kind of people that look at shooter and said, well, this is overrated. This is just shooting people, and especially the realistic ones. I'm not too much into Call of Duty or those games. But when I played Bioshock, I was, wow, totally.
Don't even get me started with Call of Duty.
Well, Bioshock is great for gamers and FPS gamers. Well, you could say natural gamers and let's call them core gamers.
Let's say that Bioshock is a good...
It's good for core and FPS because it offers a story and it's great FPS combat. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, I say...
Just like Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. Story with great gameplay.
Yeah, I say Bioshock is a good game to get people into the FPS genre.
Even 2007 a Game of the Year.
Yeah, and it's a good game to get people into the genre because, well, as an example, I didn't play too much FPS before Bioshock. I played Bioshock and then I tried Half-Life 2 and Bioshock 2 and I want also...
Half-Life's also good too.
Yeah, it was nice. And I also want Dead Space 2.
Ah.
And the first one, I haven't played the first one, but I want it.
Now, the first time I got into FPS was with Doom and Quake.
Wow.
That's classic.
Those are classic games. Do they even make those anymore?
Let's see. The latest Doom title was Doom 3 for the Xbox original. Quake. No updates to my knowledge. But right now, the current FPS that gamers are raving about is Duke Nukem.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
Definitely.
We thought it would take forever. It was since about 1998, I believe.
I don't remember the time, but
Well,
it
people
took
said
a
at
long-
least 12
it took
years,
a
so
long
that
time.
could be it.
Yeah, but I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I beat the Nintendo 64 version of it, and I loved Duke Nukem.
What about you then? What games are you working
Yes,
on right
yes.
What game? Well, I don't work on any games, but what games I do like?
Yes,
Can I say
yeah,
that?
yeah. What did you play last night? I saw you playing games.
Well, I was playing Madden, of course. My girlfriend loves to play Modern Warfare. And
I noticed.
She wants to get the Black Ops game. My birthday's
That's coming out in 8 days, right?
Yep, right.
Yep.
I think a day before my birthday, so I've been hinting at her to get me that game for my
Yes.
birthday.
now? Girlfriend, nice.
If
My
you
girl.
want,
Oh, sorry.
oh sorry, if you want to go old school here for a second, my favorite games growing up was, without a doubt, Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country.
You say Donkey Kong Country. Which other Donkey Kong are you referring to?
Is there just one Donkey Kong Country?
There's
sorry, we're not
3 of
doing
them.
this.
Then there's Donkey Kong, the arcade game with Mario as Jumpman. There's Donkey Kong 64. Well, there's tons.
Yes, Donkey Kong 64. Yes.
All right.
And Country.
K. Lumsey, that was the big guy that needed the keys.
Yes, and I enjoyed obviously Mario Brothers.
Mario what?
Mario, Luigi, Super Mario.
Oh, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I played on the Sega a lot.
Sega.
I'm sorry, Nintendo.
Yes.
Nintendo. Oops.
What are you doing to me?
Yeah.
Sonic's in this console only. Get out of here.
For Sega, Sonic was obviously my favorite game in that console. They had a couple of other games like NFL 2K series and the NBA 2K series, baseball, etc. GameCube, I loved Sunshine, Super Mario.
I
Sunshine.
love the GameCube and Super Mario Sunshine. Also, Wind Waker and tons of.
Too bad the GameCube didn't go around as long as I thought it would.
The GameCube was a
last.
weak system. That was why. Because
Small disc, I thought it would be perfection. But you know what? It didn't play DVDs.
no.
It's just...
Well, here's why it did not work so well. I actually know this. Well, the console did have great games and it was fresh, but the console would break easily. The hardware is weak, especially the reader. So Nintendo saw that the console itself was weak, so they had to quickly come up with a replacement. Well, imagine this.
You know what's sad is that I went to GameStop to try to get the Xbox, so I traded in a Wii, which was they gave me back about $110
Not bad, not bad.
for Nintendo Game.